Good morning. It's so good to see you all today. Well, you know how it is. I see you by your presence. There's a little number in the corner. Anyway, oh, so anyway, new technology is always so fun to get used to, isn't it? And there it is. I had a guitar pick and then I put it down. That's my thing, right? So we're going to start today with a song. So I guess I should put it up. That would be helpful, right? And it would. Here it comes. Oh, no, we want it to be big, me to be little. There we go. All right. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Yay! I'm sure you did a great job singing along. I'm sure you sounded fantastic because I can't hear you, so I'm sure it's true. Oh, right. Let's see. What's the next thing? I forgot to write down what the order of service is. I think the next thing is the daily word. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready, Nancy. All right, here comes Nancy reading today's daily word.
Good morning. Today's daily word is understanding. I open myself to spiritual understanding. When I feel frustrated by a personal or professional challenge, or feel unsafe or concerned about a situation or event, I seek greater understanding. When I try to understand, I open my heart. Maybe I just need to gather more information or request the advice of someone I trust. If I am in conflict with someone, I practice understanding by listening with a curious mind and a loving heart. I grow in spiritual understanding when I discern and heed my inner guidance. Beyond conscious thought, spiritual truth begins to illuminate my consciousness. As I release all that stands in the way of understanding and stand firm in the love that calls it forth, I am guided by my growing spiritual understanding. Your decrees are righteous forever. Give me understanding that I may live. Psalm 119, verse 144. And once again, I open myself to spiritual understanding.
Thank you, Nancy. All right. So we are going to move into our meditation time. It'll be a nice long meditation. Here's the words. I abide in the endless flow of love. And since we're all singing at home, you could say love or peace or wisdom or joy, whatever is your pleasure this morning. I abide in the endless flow of love. I abide in the endless flow of love. I abide in the endless flow of love. So let's just breathe, friends. Relax the shoulders. Allow the chair that's supporting you to do its work. Feel your feet grounded. Notice the breath moving gently, freely in and out. In this moment, we are in the flow. We relax into that peace, presence. And we relax again, lowering the shoulders, noticing a tension in the body, and relaxing in. Noticing tension in the mind or distraction, and releasing it. And so we take this time to consciously together connect our hearts and minds to the feeling, the knowing that we are one. Notice, without judgment, your breath. Notice, without judgment, tensions in the body. Notice, without judgment, any distractions of the mind. And bring it back to the now, to this very moment, this very breath of being. I abide, I reside in the endless flow of spirit moving in and through every cell of my being. So we just take a moment to feel that connection of appreciation and love that is in us always. Allowing that feeling of appreciation to permeate every cell of our being. To feel all the cells vibrating with light, with enthusiasm, with well-being, with joy. And as you are radiant light of love and appreciation of joy and wisdom, we envision all of those cells shining forth the light that you are to reach out and create a net of connection across our city, across our area, our region, across our world. As we imagine folks all around the world sitting in meditation right this moment. Whether you're watching us live or watching later, right this moment, thousands of people around the world are sitting in meditation, in prayer, envisioning our world with light, with joy, with love, with health, with well-being, with care for one another. And so we join our hearts in that movement of love. And so we bring our thoughts, our awareness back into this experience. We notice the chair supporting the body, the floor beneath the feet, the sky and trees above our head. And we feel gratitude for this opportunity to be connected, to remember the truth of our being. And so it is, and so we let it be. I abide in the endless flow, endless flow of love. I abide in the endless flow, endless flow of love. I abide in the endless flow, endless flow of love. I feel peaceful. I hope you feel peaceful. I'm feeling pretty good. In just a moment, I have a little video I want to show you, and it requires me pushing a few buttons to make that happen. So here it comes. This is a little bit of the song Water from Daniel Nahmod's. He did 24 live concerts on Facebook over this last month-ish. And this is just a little bit of the song Water that I wanted to share with you. So, I have to put it up on the screen. No, hold on. Here it is.
I've seen my share of struggle when I thought that I knew best, when I've sailed through a storm instead of stopping to rest. But it always seems the hardest when I've made up my stubborn mind. Well, I'm changing my ways this time. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea. Have you ever seen an eagle head straight into the wind? He doesn't pick a fight, spreads his wings and just gives in. And in the end he always makes it home just fine. Guess he knows that every storm subsides. Wanna be like water coming down a mountain into shadowy canyons, flowing from pool to stream. Wanna be like water, head uphill no more. I am bound for the sea.
Want to be like water. I apologize. I think that I might not have had the music shared right at the beginning. There's always more opportunities for learning, right? I wanted to share that song. I want to be like water, moving from pool to stream, because of something Daniel actually had posted the other day. And I commented, I'm like, thank you for writing the thesis for Right Sunday Talk. But the idea that water, whatever form that water's in, whether it's snow or ice or rain or runoff, moving from pool to stream to ocean, it just is going where it's going, doing all the things that it does. And at least my experience has been, of course, of water has been a lot of melting off my roof and clearing out from my driveway and things like that. And it just is doing the things that it's doing. And so Earth Day is next week, and there's a lot we could say or talk about the Earth. And lots of people have been talking about what's going on with the Earth, about how skies are clearer and smog is going away and water is clearer and all of those things. It's like if we take care of it, it gets better. Oh, what an idea. And there's a lot to learn from the natural world. And we've talked about some of those things. And we could talk about some of those things some more. But what really touched me about what Daniel said and why I wanted to share a little bit of that clip was just this reminder to be in the flow. To be in the flow. That's what water can remind us of right now. Moving from state to state, to place, in the natural order of things. And I feel like right now, at this time that we're in, it's always like this, but sometimes it's just more clear than others, right? So right now, it's more clear to us that we're in a time of things being different than maybe we'd prefer them to be, or a time where we want to struggle, or a time where we want to plan, or we want to know. I was on a call this last week. We were like, well, what should we plan? Do we plan things for later in the summer? Do we plan things for October? We don't know. And it's hard to be in the place of not knowing. It's really hard to be in the place of not knowing. And that's not how we operate. Knowing is power, right? Knowledge is power. But being here now is also so very powerful. Some of you know, I was supposed to be in Kansas City right now, getting ready for the Nehemiah work retreat at Unity Village. Some of you were going to be there too. And so I've had some feelings. I've been sad. I've been pissed off. I've been all sorts of things. And you know what I realized is that I'm not going to say I was supposed to be anymore about any of the plans that I had. I'm going to say I had planned to be in Kansas City this weekend. I had planned to see my friends in person. I had planned to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because who knows what's supposed to be? I'm here right now. And that's all that I need to know, is that I'm here right now. I don't need to know any of those other things. Right now, I don't need to know whether or not we'll be able to have a retreat in the fall. Don't need to know. Right now, all I need to know is that I'm here with you virtually. And whether you're watching this live or watching this later, I'm here with you virtually. And it's a little different looking at a little camera than it is looking at you in a sanctuary setting like I'm used to. But right now, all that matters is that our hearts are connected. And so I'm here with you. And that is being in the now. And so this is the time to allow that to be the big lesson. Sure, we may make a shopping list so when we go to the grocery store, we can be wise and buy everything that we'll need for a few weeks. But we're in the grocery store, we're in the grocery store, doing the work of being in the grocery store. And when we go home and wash our hands and do the work of being at home. And we don't need to make big plans. Have you noticed everybody's trying to make all these big plans of when we're going to go be able to do this or when we're going to be able to do this? But you know, nature doesn't really care about our plans. Anybody who's lived through a tornado, hurricane, earthquake, flood, snowstorm, ice storm, etc., 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 knows that nature really doesn't care about your plans. So this is the time to remember, like water, to be in the flow and to be in the now. Water in a stream is in a stream. Water in a snowpack on my roof is in a snowpack in my roof. And it doesn't try to be anywhere else. And yet, of course, our human mind wants us to strive or grow or try to be something else other than who we are and what we're doing. I should do this. Why haven't I made homemade bread like everybody else on the internet seems to have done? Why haven't I blah, 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 blah. But what if being here now, being present to what I need right in this moment? What if being what I need right now in this moment is to rest? What if what I need right here in this moment is to send a message to a friend? What if what I need right here in this moment is just to sit on my deck and listen to the birds? That's all we need to do, friends. Have the feelings of sadness or disappointment that the plans that we made didn't end up being the way that it ended up. That's pretty much all the time, right? I mean, it happens all the time. Even before this experience of pandemic we were having, you might say, hey, I'm going to make such and such for dinner. And you go to the store and they don't have the thing that you need to make that happen. So you're in the flow, right? You make a new choice. You do something different. And so if we allow the natural world to teach us, as it is Earth Day, we've seen that calming, being present, can make the waters run clearer. We've seen that less hustle and bustle means more connection. I hear over and over again, sure, people are frustrated with the people they're living with because they see them all the time. Yes, there's that. But also more like, I got to spend time with my loved one that I don't really spend a whole lot of time with. Or I got to play in those catch, or I got to do the things that usually we're so busy running around and doing. And so that's being the opportunity to be in the now, like water is, like so many of our animal friends. Sure, they may sock up some nuts for winter. The squirrels do that. Animals make their little caches of things. But when I watch my dog, when he's taking a nap, he's taking a nap. He's not worried about if there's going to be enough balls in the backyard to play with later. And then when later he's playing with balls in the backyard, he's playing with the balls in the backyard. Completely present to what's happening right now. And so that's, I think, a lesson for us in this experience that we're having. We can have the feelings of sadness or disappointment or loneliness, the feeling of relief that we can just rest, feeling of concern for our fellow neighbors, citizens of the planet. There's a lot going on. And so let us allow ourselves the opportunity to be in the now. We can't guess. I mean, there's lots of people who are trying to guess or make assumptions or make plans because we feel some sort of security by feeling like we know what's going to happen. But there's so many variables, right, friends? But here's something a friend of mine, a minister friend who's retired from ministry now, and some of you may have heard me say this before. I had reached out. He was celebrating his 30-something year of ordination, and so I sent him a message and I said, congratulations, and I hope something. I wonder what ministry will look like, in 30 whatever years it was. When I've been ordained in 30 whatever years. And he said, this is John Strickland, by the way. He said, the love will be the same. And so that's what we need to remember, friends, is no matter what all the other things going on look like, whatever the plan is, whether we're hunkered down for however long we're hunkered down, whether there's a curve that goes up and down, whether there's a resurgence, whether there's not, whether the economy goes, whatever happens, the love that we have for each other will remain the same. And so in that knowledge and truth, maybe we can just not need to know every little piece and puzzle. Maybe we can just be like water, moving from hill to stream. Maybe we can just love one another and let the details sort themselves out. With our wisdom, knowing what is ours to do and what is ours not to do. So, yes. And so that's all of that. We are okay. I'm trying to switch back over to the PowerPoint so we can do the last thing. But there's always okay, there we go. So much technological things, guys. Okay, I'm telling you what, this Last week I practiced a whole bunch of times and I thought I was ready for this week. And here we go. But it's okay. I forgive myself because I don't have to be perfect. I'm in the now, right? Don't you love when those object lessons come right when you do the thing? Okay, here we go. And so we're going to close today with a prayer of protection. And I just invite you to envelop whoever is on your mind, our worldwide family. Speak those names into the circle. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and so it is. So friends, if you want to join the fellowship time, you can join us back over on the Zoom, which I will put in the Facebook stream right in a moment, because that's where most of you are watching from. And this will be up there in a moment too. So if you missed it, you can always watch there. And then, of course, if you would like to support us, you can head on over to the donate page on our website and support us that way. It's much easier for us to maintain proper social distancing and things if we handle things online instead of with paper checks and things like that. So lovely to see you. I apologize for some of the technical goof ups, but we're getting better every minute. If you would like to read something or share music or anything like that, let me know, and we will set that up in the next week. All right. Be well, take care of yourself. Oh, and we're doing the meditation on our Facebook every day at noon, so you can always join us there. All right. See you over on the Zoom in a minute. Bye.